Well, hey there, it's Michael Spackman. It's day 24 of my 90-day challenge. I am doing the skill builder today. It's, like I said, week 4, and I'm actually doing another demonstration of different ways to listen to these audios. I'm actually, if you see, I have headsets on. I'm in my car because I'm about to go into the gym. Yay! Need gym work. But that's actually one of the things I like to do is I actually like to listen to an audio while I'm working out. Um, so that way, as I'm focusing on some weight training, some cardio, I can also focus on uh, listening to the audio, strengthening my meditative space. So this is a gym meditative space. So um, I'll let you know what I experience when I get done. So, little check in before I sign off. Had a great sleep. Had a great meal before dinner. Had a little bit of space between dinner and sleep. Um, it's early morning, but I'm actually, I woke up before my alarm, which I always like because it tells me my body's happy and I'm in great spirits. So I look forward to working out and meditating at the same time. Ooh, I'm actually multitasking. Anyways, I'll talk to you after my workout. Take care.
Well, this section is the portion of your sample meditation. Today, I'm going to let you listen to Awakening Your Earth Flow at a Forest Vibration. Enjoy.
Let's run some earth energy. I'd like you to put your attention on your feet. Let's move your attention from your feet to the center of the planet. And at the center of the planet, I'd like you to allow neutral forest earth energy to flow from the center of the planet into your feet. And as this neutral forest earth energy is moving into your feet, watch it go into your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, into your hips, and down your grounding cord. And as you're watching this neutral forest earth energy flow from the center of the planet through your leg channels and down your grounding cord, I'd like you to observe this flow of energy like you would a river. You're just watching the river flow by you. You're not making it happen. It just moves. The same thing happens with this neutral forest earth energy. You're just watching it as it comes up from the center of the planet into your leg channels and down your grounding without any effort from you. And as you're watching this neutral forest earth energy flow, I'd like you to pay attention to your body. Notice, how does your body feel? What's going on physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, as you're allowing this neutral forest earth energy to flow from the center of the planet through your leg channels and down your grounding cord. Continue to watch this flow of neutral forest earth energy come up from the center of the planet through your leg channels and down your grounding. Continue to watch.
So, hey there, I am back. I'm amused because this is not the same day as I recorded my first video introduction. Um, One of the things you'll notice is energy is real as you start to do this more and more, and the energy caught me this day. I actually was amused. I went into the gym the day of the video I sent you, and I completely forgot to listen to the audio during the whole gym session. And then I went home and got ready and went to work. And then during the middle of the day, I was like, oh, I forgot to do the audio. And I went, wow, energy got me. So, and I know why, because, so this next day I actually I listened to the audio. I listened to it for, over an hour, probably an hour and 15 minutes. I was in the gym working out, and it was great. I mean, I focused on earth energy again today. And one of the things I noticed, and I also focused on the green spectrum. And one of the things I noticed was uh, it was really busy in the gym, and there was so much stimulus going on. And I'll be honest, I hate going to the gym. And the reason why I hate going to the gym is the stimulus. It's too much for my body. I get overwhelmed. Um, yeah, I don't really like the experience of going to a gym. And yet I still have a membership. This is an ongoing story. So we won't go into this video. But when I was in the gym, I was just noticing again, when I was working out, I was just the amount of stimulus I was getting hit with. And there was just so many people around. And as I was focusing on the green, my attention would go to a person and then back to myself, another person, back to myself. And then for a while, I'd be able to focus on myself. But let's say, for example, I was on the treadmill, and I'd be working on the treadmill, and I'd notice, because it's a monotonous activity, that it's easy to not pay attention. And what I noticed when I was doing that was, when my attention went somewhere else, what I realized was it was going somewhere else because of the pain that I was experiencing in my body. What do I mean by that? Well, okay, so I have had 2 surgeries this year. One of them has been in the leg, and it was in my right leg. And then I think it was 2 years ago, I had another surgery almost in the same area, same leg. Basically, I'll just say it. It's melanoma, skin cancer. Everything's fine. The second time, they also did a surgery, so they did a surgery in the groin. And the reason why I bring this up is that right leg has a lot of issues with it. And so when I was actually running, and I was actually also paying attention to this earth energy flowing, what I noticed was it would get stuck. And I knew I had lymphatic drainage issues in this leg because of the skin cancer issues. And I've been doing some stuff to clear it out and everything else. But what I noticed on an energy level is that it was really hard. It was almost like having sand go through my leg channel. And I haven't really noticed this when I was running energy being seated or even on the walk the other day. But what happened was when I was actually working out, I was forcing my body to do more than an easy walk. It forced my feet to work. It forced my ankles to work, the calves, the knees, the hips itself, the thighs. And because it was forcing it to work, it was rebelling. Because it's like, dude, we haven't worked out in a long time. What are you doing? But what I noticed is not only on a physical level was I having that issue, it was also having it on an energetic level. And what it reminded me of, and it started giving me this is the information I was getting from it, is that the earth energy is real. Running energy through your body is real. And so what happens is that when the earth energy is real and running the energy through your body is real, there's this atheist energy that comes in that says, oh, this earth energy doesn't really do anything. Ignore it. Ignore what's happening in your body. You can't do anything about it. And I was seeing that. I was like, well, that's a lie. Total lie. And so as I was working this energy through my legs, I started becoming more aware of the feet and the different joints in the feet, because the foot is filled with joints. And then I was noticing the ankle joint, the knee joint. And these are all areas also that release happens. So there's actually, there's energetic stuff that's going on within these joints. And I noticed that the earth energy was starting to clear this stuff out, which is one of the reasons why I was having an issue with regards to running energy through the leg channels, because these channels were stuck. And I was like, oh, this is the stuff that's in my legs. This is why my body's having issues. And so I started noticing, it's like, okay, I just want to clear out this stuff. And there's a lot of sediment in there, but then at the same time, I was like going, okay, this is, it takes time for this to heal, which again is why we pay attention and we repeatedly do these activities, because it takes time to recreate channels. I remember when I was younger and I was doing this. In fact, I used to run, and I'd have so much fun running. I'd do like 4, 5, 6 miles of running, and I'd be working energy just like what I did today, but today I was walking. But the energy was flowing freely. And today it wasn't. It was really stuck. So I was able to compare years past when I had a really healthy body, and then today, which is unfortunately my body's a little grumpy because of all the things I've done to it. But that's a story in itself, because I've put life and experience inside my body, and I haven't released stuff in a way I should have or could have. I'm carrying stuff. And so I'm sharing this with you because I'm hoping that maybe some of this resonates with you. And so if you think of, let's say, a senior that is in a walker, and I'm not in a walker, nor am I a senior. But if you're a senior and it's like you're in a walker, well, guess what? Think back 20, 30, 40, 50 years, you were not in a walker. It took years of building that body up to the point where everything froze and now you're in a walker. That's what happens to all of us. There's that phrase, use it or lose it. There's truth to that. And on energy level, it's the same thing. We talk about when energy gets stuck, it turns on the sympathetic nervous system. We haven't talked about that yet here, but I'm telling you now. So it turns on the sympathetic nervous system, and then now the body is having to manage more stimulus than it needs to. And when things are at rest and digest, the body can flow, it can move. And so this is the challenge that I have for myself, is regaining my mobility, regaining my flexibility. And really what it's called regaining health. And that's the whole point of me doing this type of work, why it's and why it's so much fun. Um, so I'm amused. This is the day 2 of this one video. But yesterday I did meditate in the afternoon. I just didn't want to share with you because I was doing some other stuff that's outside of the curriculum. But today I was like, okay, we're going to finish this video. And if you notice, I have my headsets on. So it looks like it's almost the same day, but it's actually not. And I wanted to tell you it was truth. Anyways, there's my little chat. It was a great experience. I hope you explore trying this. Go out and work out, push your body. See how your body responds. Are you able to stay connected with that earth energy running through your leg channels? Also, you could do the same thing with your cosmic energy running through those back channels. Are you able to maintain that clarity of having that channel run while you're putting stress on your body? Because that's the challenge, because you're dealing with stimulus. And then if you're at the gym, guess what? Not only are you dealing with stimulus of your physical form, but you're also dealing with stimulus all around you, because you have all these other people working out, and then they're dealing with all of their energy within them. And guess what? Because you're sensitive, you may notice those things too. So it makes it a lot of challenge. It makes it very challenging, but at the same time, that's the whole point. This stuff is very dynamic, and I hope you enjoy the exploration. So anyways, have an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, and nighttime whenever you see this video. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.